Welcome back to A Few Words with Friends. I'm Dana Cervantes with Brian LeBlanc. And this guy, this is Derek Inkol, and he is with Omni Credit Improvement. Good to see you.
Nice to see
Welcome
you.
to the show.
Thank you.
You know, we just passed tax time, which kind of got me thinking about, you know, money and finances, and not that, you know, bad credit has really much to do with taxes. I guess it, in a way, roundabout way. I don't know, but, you know, I thought, you know, we need to have Derek come on and talk about the importance of good credit, getting your good credit back, and how negative credit can really hurt you. So that's why you're here today. So talk to us a little bit about a negative credit history.
Sure. Yeah, first a little bit about myself. I've done this over 13 years now with, you know, helping people with their credit. So one of the first things I tell people is that a negative word is pretty much the same thing. So if anyone gets a 30-day late or 60 or 90 or collection, charge off, medical bill, judgment, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be 7 years on your credit history, and it's going to take away about 20 points.
Wow.
And that's going to happen every time. So if you know this month there's going to be a 30-day late payment, then expect that loss, and it's very damaging. And the same with a medical bill. If it's $2 or if it's $20,000, same thing, 7 years on your history, and it's going to take away about 20 points.
So the money, the amount you owe or the payment that you make, it really it doesn't matter. It's just the on-time payment.
That negative impact to the score.
Yeah.
So it is good and it is right for people to pay things off, but just realize that negative history, not one word is going to change about you, and it's still going to make you have a low credit score.
And let's talk about the credit scores for a moment, in case people aren't familiar with the credit scoring system. How does that work? Like what's low to high?
Yeah, so they say there's a low of 350 to 850. Most people that I deal with, you know, have dealt with for the last 13 years are 550 to 600. And the goal for most of those people is to get to you know, years ago when the economy was better, it used to be a 620 and then you would get approved. Now it's about a 640. So, you know, 640 is kind of a magical number for most people to get to these days to qualify for mortgage or car loans or whatever type of loans you're looking for. Yeah, and, you know, again, with that negative history, what's sad sometimes is when someone has a 600 credit score and they have $10,000 from their taxes going back to your taxes, and you pay it off and you expect to go get something, and you're still not going to because of the negative history.
I knew taxes would tie into this somehow.
That's right. Going back to the refund, it's good to pay it off.
Okay, he did it for you.
It's good to pay it off. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. And being in the car business, I know this. I see people with all ranges of credit coming in. Now, they may go down the street and they're going to get their credit check somewhere down there. Then they come to our dealership at Bob Tyler Toyota and get their credit check there. Now, what does that do to your, I understand that it does something to your credit every time you get it checked.
Well, it's dropping points. Yeah, it's dropping your points every time you inquire or someone does a hard inquiry for you to get credit. It's going to drop you 2 or 3 points.
Why?
And why?
Yeah, because the credit system doesn't want you to go to 10 places and be turned down, and the 11th person to say yes, maybe because the 11th person wasn't quite as knowledgeable as the 10 before. So it's giving them an indicator to say, trouble, trouble, trouble.
Got
you know, you can't continue to do it, and then, you know.
So how do you avoid it?
You don't. You understand that if somebody's pulling your scores to apply for credit, that you're going to lose 2 or 3 points.
Got it.
That's going to happen.
Maybe do your research as far as who you're shopping with ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But yeah.
So let's say someone has, you know, a negative credit score and or a low credit score. Omni Credit Improvement. Talk a little bit about what your business does, what you do for people, what you've been doing for the last 13 years to put people back on the right path.
Right. So yeah, so what I do is work with mortgage companies, manufactured home dealerships, car dealerships, and real estate people, and whenever they have people that have credit challenges, they come, you know, they send them to me, and then we look at their situation and Looking at the negative history and the dates, I can pretty much get an estimate of how much of that could go away.
Right.
And again, history for people, all the money in the world's not making it go away,
Yeah.
but time will. And there's 2 time periods everybody has, and that's 7 years or possibly a 30 to 45 day investigation where if it's not proven properly.
Right.
So just like the justice system, everything's innocent until proven, and if it's not proven properly, it has to be removed from the record, from their
Okay.
credit history. So if somebody has 10 bad things that are on there, and if we can get 5 of those changed in several months, then that can, 5 times 20 is 100. So
100
that adds
points.
back
Yeah.
those points. So 3 to 6 months of going through the investigation, trying to remove negative credit history. Realistically, 50% for most people we can
Yeah.
get removed and raise a score 50 points, sometimes as high as 150
Wow.
points.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that it is a process to do that, and I can imagine it's probably very intimidating for people that don't know how to work that system or to the process of dispute. So that's where you come in, because that's your knowledge, that's your area of expertise. So they don't have to do anything; they just kind of let you handle.
Yeah, they call me, and from there, they deal with me, and the 3 credit bureaus come to their mailbox to the individual. So it's very black and white. It is what it is, and 3 things can happen to negative credit. It's either going to remain, or it's going to be deleted or changed.
Right.
So every 30, 45 days that our clients work with us, they see deleted or changed or not changed next to the accounts, and continue to work with us until it's all gone or until everything stops changing.
So they see changes as they go along.
Absolutely, in their mailbox directly from the bureaus.
Okay,
Every
now-
30 to 45 days.
Wow.
For an average person, if they come in and say, for instance, they have a 550 beacon credit score, how long would it take for them to get up to, say, 650, 680?
Right.
Is there an average time frame where you can see?
Yes. Well, let's say, with the 550, to get to 550 to 650 is a 100-point difference. So that, and I said 50 to 150 points.
Yeah.
So that and that, a lot of it, 2 things it depends on, and that's their potential when they begin. Potential means open, good credit, revolving accounts. If somebody has a 550 and has 1 or 2 open accounts for paying on and a bunch of bad stuff, then yes, they may get 100 points added. If somebody has no open credit and all this bad stuff and they're at 550, they're not going to get to 650. Even if all of it went away, they're not getting to 650 because of no open potential.
I see.
So they have to be
the
working
timing-
towards
so-
something.
Yeah, well, they have to be showing, open revolving credit is the best thing for people to show the credit system, the credit scoring system, that they deserve a high credit
Yeah.
score.
It's amazing to me how quickly you can get knocked on your credit. How quickly just one late payment, or maybe a couple. I mean, is it just one
Right.
late payment? And what you said, 20
Yeah,
points maybe?
To keep it simple, I tell people when you pay on time, you get plus 2 points, and when you miss it, it's minus 20.
How does that even sound fair?
So it's a 10 to 1 ratio.
Life is not fair,
It's
Dennis.
not fair, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's really not fair is when you pay it the next day.
And it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
So 31 days is not good
you're-
enough. Yeah.
31 days is not good.
Now, before we
$1
get-
is not good, or 10.
Yeah.
You got to get it, keep it current.
Before we
Crazy.
get too far into this, how can people contact you?
They can call me directly. It's 228-435-2000. My toll-free number is 866-552-OMNI, which is our company, Omni Credit Improvement. And you can
The website
the
is
website
omniimprovement.com.
omnicreditimprovement.com. Just call or email me,
And y'all
we
on
can-
Facebook also.
Yeah, on Facebook. And if you have a report you want me to look at and talk with you, you can call me and we can go from there.
And basically for a monthly fee, you get to work on people that have credit problems and start trying to get these things off their record the best that
Well,
you
actually,
can.
we guarantee, every client, the first result they see in 30 to 45 days, they will see deleted or changed next to
Wow.
some of their credit history. So if we
That's
if we
awesome.
start with you and don't work with you or don't help you, we would be more than happy to refund your money. Yeah.
So
That's
there's
why
no-
I've done
yeah,
it
it's
for 13
guaranteed.
years. So.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
do you offer like when they first come to you? Is there a free
Consultation.
consultation?
Sure.
Period.
Oh yeah.
Because you'll be able to tell by looking at someone's credit whether or not you can help them, right?
Correct.
I mean,
I
you
can
pretty
tell
much
in-
tell?
90 seconds.
Wow.
Wow.
Challenge.
90 seconds, I'll tell you.
Get your stoplights out.
Well,
That's pretty good.
Again, having a good credit score is important. I mean, bottom line,
Yeah.
it's important. And when it drops, people lose money. They lose money because they're not getting
Well,
as good
sure.
of an interest rate. You know, they're paying more. It's just funny to me. I always thought it was funny how the people that really needed to spend less, you know, those with the low
Pay the
credit
highest
actually
amount.
end up paying
Yeah,
more. So
Tens of thousands more in interest for
Yeah.
vehicles and can be
Homes
hundreds
and
of
whatever.
thousands for homes.
crazy.
It's a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Omni Credit Improvement, Derek Inkol, go to omnicreditimprovement.com. They have a contact us link there, and you can figure out exactly how he can help you, and I know that you would love to do that. So we appreciate
Absolutely.
you. We appreciate
Thank
you coming
Thanks
on
for
it
being
and
here.
talking
Good
about it.
information.
And
Thank you. Yeah.
when we come back, Mother's Day is next weekend, so we have lots of good ideas and some bad ideas. So don't go anywhere.